Okay. Hello, everybody. So I will be doing Unit 5 um, from lesson 22. I'll be doing 22.1 to 22.3. I'm doing it with my peer Yasmin. Yasmin, can you hear me?
Yes, Martha, I can hear you. Thank you.
Then, so Unit 5, authenticating a user account. In Unit 4, we build CRUD functions for the models in our applications. So in this unit, in lesson 22, we're going to discuss sessions and show how to preserve our users' login status by storing information on the client side. And we learn how to apply flash messages. These short messages passed between pages and let us know whether some server operation was successful. So lesson 22, adding sessions and flash messages. Um, in this lesson, we clean up the flow between CRUD functions by passing messages between pages to find out whether the server operations were successful or certain types of errors occurred. So we are gonna go to 22.1, setting up flash messages modules. So flash messages are semi-permanent data used to display information to users of an application. So these messages originate in our application server and travel to our users' browsers as part of a session. So we installed two more packages by running npm I cookie parser express session, and then we also required three modules: connect flash, cookie parser, and express session in our main.js file. So our listing 22.1, requiring flash messages in main.js. Okay, my VS Code is not working at the moment, but so we have the code that goes in our main.js. So the cookie parser secret passcode, which will pass cookies and signs them with a secret key. We have our express session, which will create and manage user sessions with a secret key, cookie lifespan, and prevent unnecessary session saving. And then we have our connect flash, which will enable temporary flash messages like if it was a success, if there's an error, it will just show the error alerts stored in the session. So this code configures cookies, sessions, and flash messages for user interactions in our app. And then we have an explanation of cookie parsing. So with each request and response made between the server and client, an HTTP header is bundled with the data sent across the internet, and this header contains a lot of useful information about the data being transferred, such as the size of the data, the type of the data, and the browser of the data is being sent from. We have 22.2, adding flash messages to controller actions. To get flash messages working, we need to attach them to the request made before we render a view to the user. So the flash messages are most useful when we want to notify the user of a successful or failed request, usually involving the database. So we have our code in 22.2, which is a middleware to associate connect flash to flashes and response, which we have our router. So the middleware makes flash messages available to all using the app. So we have our request flash, which will retrieve any stored flash messages from the session. Then we have res locals dot flash messages, which will assign those messages to a response locals, making them accessible in templates like the EJS. Then we have our next, which will pass control to the next middleware or the root handler. So it'll basically copy flash messages from the session into a local variable so that they can be displayed in the view. And then we have listing 22.3 wrapping user params in the function. So this code in 22.3, it is a function of get user params. It extracts and structures user data from a request body. So what it will do, it will return an object with the user's details, which is the first and the last name, nested in a name object, an email, password, and the zip code. So it basically organizes from input, which is the body, into a clean user body ready for saving and processing. So in this action, we are modifying the way we handle errors in the catch block. Instead of passing the error to the error handler action, set the error flash message and allow the redirect view action to display the user's new EJS page again. So the first flash message is of type success and delivers the message that the user's account was created, and the flash message delivered when the account isn't created is of a type error. Um, that is all from me. I hope everything was clear on your side, Yasmin.
Yes, Martha, all is clear on my end. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
No worries.